So we hear it all the time in the knife community that USA OEMs just don't exist. And I've been asked a few times about how this works. So this is what it looks like when you get a USA company to OEM a model of a knife that you've designed, and they send them to you. Got 20 of these Raptoras. And what I mean by OEM, they're not finished. They could be, they could be completely assembled. This has given me the opportunity to work on my handles, and it also gives me an opportunity to work on the crowning of the spines, because I'm going to crown the spines, and I'm going to put the handles on there. And see, when I got 25 knives, that all I have to do is concentrate on the handles and the crowning of the spine, and that technique I'll obviously get better at, right? And then next time I'll ground bevels or whatever. It's not a huge deal, but everything that I've got this guy to do, I can actually already do. I think that I need the most amount of work in the handles myself. So he water jetted them, means he cut the knife out to shape, and then he heat treated. He's water jetted the holes. These are going to be the pinholes. These are just for weight relief, or these could be pinholes. These are 3/16, and I believe those are an 1/8. So those could be the pinholes, and we'd have 4 pins, on the outside of the scale. USA OEMs do exist. If you're interested in getting a knife that you designed, OEM'd by a company, I couldn't be happier with the results that I've had so far from Alabama Damascus. So we got 20 Raptoras in. It's not a cheap process, the overall cost is fairly expensive, but you get what you pay for, right? And I feel like he's done a really good job here. The Raptoras are all in 15 and 20. It's a German steel. They only make it in Germany. So the blade stock is 0.135. This is metric. If you had it's in inches, it's 0.135. It's probably 3 millimeters or something like that. I don't have my calipers back here, obviously. But so we got 20 Raptoras, and we got 5 Amygdalas, and these have a hollow grind on them as well. And like I said, I can't do a hollow grind yet. I need to learn, but I have screwed up every hollow grind I've ever tried. But I had so many people say, you throw a hollow grind on that thing and that would be a great knife. I thought it was a pretty cool knife with a flat grind, but I'm listening to you. So these new Amygdalas have a hollow grind on them, and they look like they have an edge, but they're not sharp. So I'll be putting the edges on them, doing whatever else. With these Raptoras, he didn't make them exactly like I designed them. We pull it out. My edge went all the way, to the finger choil. Not a big deal. What I'll do is I'll probably add a sharpening choil to these knives, and like I said, crown the spines, do the finish, bead blast, tumble, put the handles on, shape. Gotta shape the handles, all that stuff. Lanyard tubes, I'm not sure. I may skip that. I don't know. You guys tell me. With lanyard tubes, do you like having those in your knives, or does it matter? But he did a really good job on these hollow grinds. I'm impressed. I don't know. It looks flat on that side. Not so flat on this side. I have to do some measuring. They may be a little uneven. No, I don't know. They They feel good. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go through each one of them. The ones I've tested so far, the 15-inch one is coming in at 59 to 61, which is what I asked them to target. So those are heat treated as well already. And the Amygdalas, the ones I've tested have came in at pretty much the same 59 to 60. I haven't got a 61 off of the Amygdala yet, but I have had a 60. So I haven't tested them all, but I'm really happy with the overall experience that I have had with Alabama Damascus. As guy's name's Brad Weiss. He is the president of the Knife Makers Hall of Fame Association or something like that. And this is a product, so I mean, it's exactly what I asked for. It just, everything that needs to be finished, everything needs to be smoothed out and smoothed over and finished, the fit and finish, and also, like I said, handles, of course, and all that stuff. But I think he did a really good job. Let's see if he nailed the length. Yep. So this is a 10 1/8 inch overall, just like the original Amygdala. 3 6/10 blade stock. These are in 5160. And man, he even surface ground them, which I didn't ask him to do. I appreciate that. That's cool. But anyway, there they are, man, and I'm happy. If you have any questions, I'm sure somebody's gonna say, well, yeah, these are fixed blades, but there's no OEMs for folders. Man, water jetting is water jetting. You know what I mean? The thing is like, if you have a CAD for it, then you can get your folders OEM'd as well. And if you don't have a CAD for it, pay somebody for a CAD, or whatever. But like the liners and the frame, like if you want to make a frame lock, I got to have a frame lock back here, right? That's crazy. Okay, I got this, there we go, that's a wee Roxy. But if you have a frame lock and you want to, like, say this piece right here cut out, and and you want that little hole in there, there's water. He could probably water jet around the outside, but he'd probably use some sort of I can't remember what they call it. It's like 3 initials, but it's electric, like where they lay a wire down and the wire like cuts through the metal for your frame inserts. But all these little holes can be water jetted out, all that stuff. So like you could actually use this same guy to water jet your blades and water jet your handles and assemble your knife when you get it in. And is that custom? No, that's not custom. It's Midtech. If you're so these will all be Midtech knives. But it keeps the price down lower, and I'm happy to be able to offer that, because he was able to do most everything about this knife cheaper than I could put the bevels on there. And he's probably just got better methods, I suppose you would say. So like, my bevels, I was burning through 4 or 5 belts per knife, getting the bevels on there. And if you tally that cost up, that costs more than this knife being water jetted, heat treated, and the bevels ground on it, and surface ground to clean it up. So it's not as expensive as you think it is, and it's not cheap. There's no minimum order quantity. He would rather have 4 or 5 at least knives made whenever you order something from him. But don't ever let anybody tell you that there's not any USA OEM companies. He's not the only one. If you shop around, you'll find that there's plenty of OEM companies out there that would love your business. The same guy right here, man, took a order from Kershaw while Shane Gables was visiting him in person, and he was visiting his shop. He lives pretty close to him. Shane's actually the one that introduced me to him. But I'm I'm extremely happy with the results that I got. So I guess expect some handle videos to come up. Of yeah, man, we'll get these knives wrapped up. It won't be like a whip it out type thing. This is August the 1st. Or whip them out type thing. It's August the 1st. I kind of expected to have some knives available by then. But, I'm not. I guess if I had, he asked me when I needed them by. I told him I wasn't in a hurry. I told him, I said it's not a huge deal. I'm shooting to have some available by late July, early August. He said that probably won't be a problem. He stayed in communication with me the entire time. I think one of the guys that he has that works for him wound up needing to take a few days off of work or whatever. Got a little bit behind. No big deal, man. Like he stayed in communication with me the entire process, and I'm extremely happy with the results that I got. So I think I got 20 Raptora. That's what I ordered. I haven't counted them. I just took them out of the box. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I may got 21. Anyway, that's that, y'all. Just kind of going over, kind of what it looks like when you get an OEM. This whole process took about a month, 3 weeks to a month, something like that. That even probably saved me some time. I've got 2 or 3 hours a week that I can work out in the shop. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's pretty much how it goes, man. I get home on the weekends and I got stuff to do, a lot of stuff to do. So whenever I get some downtime, if I feel like it, I can get out there and get in the shop. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not going to be able to get enough done to even go out there and get started. And that's unfortunate. I'm usually in the wintertime, things slow down. I'll have extra days off work, and I'm actually looking forward to that because I'm looking forward to being able to go out there and hone my skills in on the areas that need to be honed in. But I'm going to have to take some vacation days. I've got a couple of them in coming up to work on handles, and that's exactly what my plan is. I'm going to get up that day and start getting out there and start busting out some handles. But let me know what you think about each model. Let me know if you change anything about them. Let me know what color scales you think they look good in. What about finishes, man? I kind of like, they're high carbon steels. Both of them are high carbon steels, so I tend to lean more toward a forced patina, because even if you like bead blast and stone wash and tumble and stuff, over time, it's going to patina anyway. So just kind of like get it over with, beat the rust to it. That's my thought process. But let me know what your thought process is. Anyway, we're about to have some fun. Get at me if you want one. That way we can. I can jot you down. I've got a few names jotted down for the Raptoras already. These may all be gone. I don't know. Of course, like they're never gone until the fat lady sings. But you guys have a good one. We'll catch you on the flip side.